Boxing. All right, y'all. So, cat's out of the bag. You know, Manny Pacquiao has released an announcement on Twitter, basically released a picture of a fight poster with him and Errol Spence Jr. saying they're going to fight on August in Vegas. And I must say that one of my subscribers, I guess he's a subscriber, he comes to the channel and comments on videos sometime, RNS1, had basically told me about 2 weeks ago on my Ugas versus Spence video, I was basically saying that, you know, they need to let us know something, what's going on. And he came in the comment section, and I'm assuming he doesn't mind me saying this because, I mean, he said it on a public post, you know, but he was telling me that Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao were in secret negotiations, and that's why basically all these fights are being held up. Nobody's announcing anything because they're trying to iron that fight out. I don't know how he knew it. You know, I don't know if it was just a hunch, but the guy's looking prophetic today. You know what I'm saying? And actually got me to thinking when he said it. You know, I was like, damn, you know, it could be some truth to that, because a lot of times when everything gets stagnant and nothing's going through, it's because of other fights. The big fight hadn't been announced, so it's holding everything else up, and everybody's gonna fall in place once that one fight gets announced. And I thought about the heavyweight division, and I was like, well, you know, Ugas can't announce a fight because he's waiting to see what happens with Joshua and Fury. And Joshua and Fury can't really announce their fight or finalize their fight because of the Wilder situation. And it was like, you know, and it kind of just trickles down where there's a lot of fights kind of held up. You know, Joyce can't fight anybody else, couldn't announce a fight with anybody else because he's waiting to see if Usyk was gonna fight Joshua. So, you know, it's a lot gets held up and hinges on what's going on at the top. And as I stated before, Manny Pacquiao holds the cards in the welterweight division. He's the guy that everybody in and around his weight class is willing to drop everything they got planned if they can get a fight with him. And that's held true to form. And I've been telling people for the longest that these guys can walk around claiming to be this and claiming to be that, but until Manny Pacquiao is no longer that guy at 147 pounds that everybody gravitates to when it comes to trying to get a fight, they can kill all that big fish talk and, you know, cash cow and all that nonsense. You get chose by Manny Pacquiao. You don't choose Manny Pacquiao. And Manny Pacquiao done chose up. He chose Errol Spence Jr. That's a fight I want to see. It's a fight I was excited about a couple years ago, and I'm still excited about it today. I think it's an interesting matchup, regardless of everything going into it. You know, with Pacquiao having a 2-year layoff, with Spence only having one fight since the accident, I still think we're going to get a fan-friendly fight. We're going to be in for a treat. I certainly, for one, think that it's going to be a hell of a fight. I don't think it's going to be one-sided, one way or the other. You know, I think it's going to be a fight that, you know what I'm saying, it's going to show the mettle of both guys. And, you know, we'll be rewarded as fans for getting to see it. But one thing I will say, you know what, I'm not even going to say that on this video. I'm going to leave that alone. On this video, I just want to say I'm glad that the fight got announced. I'm glad that Manny Pacquiao is no longer holding up the division. And like I said, I'm using the term announced loosely because Pacquiao made a post on Twitter. I'm giving Pacquiao the benefit of the doubt and saying that Pacquiao is too big in the sport to be making fake posts if he's not going to go through with the fight, if the fight's not pretty much solidified. So we'll see how it all shakes out. And like I said, I'm tickled to death that it's going to happen. I'm excited about it, and I look forward to seeing it. And I look forward to seeing how everybody else shakes out now that this fight's been announced, because there are a lot of guys standing around hoping they got their name called by Manny Pacquiao. Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, Terrence Crawford, you know, even some guys that shouldn't even be in the conversation were hoping they get their name called by Manny Pacquiao. So Manny Pacquiao's chosen up, and it's going to be Errol Spence Jr., and I hope that nothing derails this fight and that we get to see this fight in August. D-Lo 404 Boxing, like, share, comment, subscribe. Hey, and one more thing, shout out to RNS1 for a hell of a prediction. I'm out. Peace.